All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live today. Again, another morning session playing Foo Fighters.
Brody says, get in the van.
Had quite a session yesterday. A pretty good score. Oh, that was uncommon, Lazzy adjacent. So this version of, I think most versions of Foo Fighters actually, when they deliver, they have no rubber rings on these lanes. It's meant to increase the flow. Part of me wants to add, take those out. I put them on. They were in the coin box, but what's up, Osavet, my friend? Welcome to the stream. I know Henry has your Foo Fighters now. He's excited. I'm sure he's having a lot of fun with that, Osavet.
Hey, New Orleans. Looks like the Overlord sent all his body. That's a recipe for trouble. Hit him where it hurt.
You miss it a little. Yeah. I get that. But we can't save all the rescue dogs, can we, Osavet?
Almost picked the dust there.
I'm the more and more I hear and see all of the couple months later talk about Pokemon pinball, part of me wants to own one. Oh, Heroes Ball one. Part of me wants to own one.
That's gotta hurt.
I've been playing it on location periodically, and it's a really fun game. I think it's gonna get even better. And I'll be first to admit, probably one of the things I really like about Pokemon is there are parts of it that feel easier, but there's also some shots that are quite difficult. And okay, Osavet, so you have one and regret buying it. That's interesting. So is it just the early code, or it just doesn't do anything for you? Oh, the theme, yeah. Well, I mean, fair enough, right? Yeah, when I was talking, I mentioned before about,
That's what I'm talking about.
like if my wife and daughter, if I got them to play a copy of Pokemon and they were really into it, I might consider it, because picturing like she's 11, when she has friends over, they might really enjoy playing it, but it's kind of maybe not enough of a reason to invest in it.
Yeah. Austin, now go get that bot award.
I have you now, you fools.
And it's funny because with the Pokemon theme, it's almost like it just depends what region you're in, or who your friends were, or what was on TV at the time, because I've met people older than me, I'm in my mid 40s, that are all about Pokemon, and which surprised me a bit. Maybe it just wasn't really like in like 2017 or so. Like I played a bit of Pokemon Go and enjoyed it just because like I was doing a lot of walking and running at the time and trail running. I thought it was fun, but I was maybe more into the tech and not into the Pikachus, but I do like that I hear that a pinball machine is selling well and doing well. So
Taking care of business. That's gotta hurt.
yesterday playing Foo Fighters, my last game, it felt like a marathon. I hit a few of the replay milestones, like just kept giving me extra balls. I was like, I can't keep playing. One thing I remembered actually this morning when I started playing Foo Fighters, I can't play this game 2 days in a row. There's too much multi-ball. Like, I should have switched to like Dungeons and Dragons or, you know, Terminator 2, something today with a little bit less multi-ball. Because when you really get in the modes in this one, there could be a lot of multi-balls back to back, and you just end up pushing almost double the amount of buttons. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, Osabet. That was the thing too with Dungeons and Dragons. Like, there were a certain couple things that, you know, I kind of felt, okay, the code needs a bit of time to bake in the oven. And so I kind of like, there was a time where I gave it a break for a month, and they brought out a couple code iterations, and
Stop this festival of noise!
almost. Oof. Yeah, so that's a good. So that's a good point, Osabet. And me liking Wick is a bit of like a phenomenon because, or a unique case. For me, Wick, it's all about the theme. And I think the code is great now, but the code was not great for a while. But I waited like almost a year before buying it, so the code was a lot further along. But yeah, it had some, you know, early code delays, I would call it, like a bit of a time gap when they changed team members and stuff. But finally.
Don't mess with my toot-toot.
I am the Overlord. Meet my Omega Mech.
Left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
There we go, Tom.
Set the Omega beam to mind control.
I like to put the flow in, Tom.
Good luck outrunning my pure 2 power.
Upper left loop is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
Oof. This is right. Actually, Tom, this morning I was gonna go into the settings and make some adjustments. I don't really like playing a game for 45 minutes to an hour. On the bright side, though, actually, to be honest, I have to figure out like an easy flow.
Come on, man, don't give up now.
What's the best way to do this? I have to find out an easy way to switch when I have friends over. Because, like, for example, my brother, he's getting into pinball. I want him to have lots of fun. So I'd like to have easy settings for when he comes over, or my daughter's playing, my wife's playing. They're more novice players, I would call it. just gonna turn it down for a sec. So I almost want to like swap cards or figure out what the process is to switch on USB. That was one of my feedback points. Like if they were ever to do something different with Insider Connected, like make it so operators or tournament directors could like remote in to a machine and change the settings, like that would be cool. Because right now, like in the Insider Connected All Access app or whatever, you can see if there's tech alerts and stuff. You'd have to be able to see like, okay, this machine's set to this setting and make a change. Remote settings could be game break. Do you mean groundbreaking or game breaking? It could be both, but yeah, I really like how and you know what, Tom, I also hope that those menus eventually make it into games that they're going to be evergreen titles like Godzilla, you know, games they're going to make forever. Well, also Irish Luck, could you imagine? I don't know if you guys have in your region, if you have surge pricing. You know what surge pricing is? Where like, well, it's basically what the casino does when they start, when it's busy, the games can get harder. They can adjust stuff. They can use their algorithms. Would operators do that too? Like I know there's an arcade in Washington I go to once in a while, and holy shit, their John Wick is, the game is set up hard like living hell, but the it gives you match almost every time. Like their match probability is set to like 50%. So you can go up to John Wick with $2 and play for half an hour. And I don't know, I do think that so what we would be talking about is basically like a two-way channel, a two-way server connectivity, which is a whole other can of worms. So like I work in manufacturing and we have the ability for some companies to like remote in and make changes, but we also are aware that what if a bad actor got a hold of that access and was able to go in and, you know, make a modification? Or what if, like, let's say, for example, like talking about during a tournament, what if someone went in and like added a ball save timer or something, and, you know, it could be chaotic. So it's one of those things that adding a feature is like, has a whole bunch of implications. Security, two-way connectivity, like a one-way server read is one thing, but two-way server authentication, connectivity, blah, 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 like all the viewers just left, but basically like, you know what I mean? It would be kind of cool, but yeah, I am looking to make what I'm looking at doing is resetting all of my GCs on my game, making some difficulty adjustments and like kind of starting fresh. Cause I am finding some of my games are set like, they're not all set a little bit too easy, but some of them are. I don't like playing a game for 45 minutes. It's not good for the flippers. It's not good for my wrists. What's up, Johnny Button with the re-up? The re-up, my friend. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. I appreciate the sub very much. Well, this is the thing, Osadet, you know, because the default is good, but, you know, when you're finding the shots or finding the modes, like, I'm not setting it to be like challenging to the point where I'm not having fun. But that's just me. Like, I feel like, you know, I bought this huge expensive fucking thing. I'm gonna set it up however I want to, but it is good to you know, not leave it there, because the games will play long. It's all about the games playing long. But The other thing too, like, which is kind of, so when I live stream a game, would everybody want to watch if all my games were 6 minutes and I never made it past the first mode? Like, part of the live streaming thing too is sometimes like, hey, we get to watch all the modes. So I don't know. I'm getting somewhat, better over time. So I'm getting further on normal settings, but anyways, whatever.
All right, now that everyone's here, let's
But what's
get
up,
this
Jay
band
Biscuity?
rolling.
Welcome in. Good morning as well. John, as well as always. Irish Luck. Nice to see you guys. Osavet, Tom as well. Well, this is the thing. So Osavet said, the only thing I do if I'm getting rid of a game, I'll do 5 or 10 balls as a final farewell. So this is the thing. I did that with Stranger Things, and I almost canceled the deal. So when I owned Stranger Things was over a year ago, and I was just kind of like somewhat not getting into pinball, but like, I was starting to like build a collection. And anyways, I played through on like almost like a 2-hour game, and I saw all of the game. I'm like, oh my God, this game there's so much more to it. I was this close to telling the people that I was going to cancel the deal because I found so much more fun in the game. And that kind of planted the seed with me, like, all right, well, maybe you do set the machines up to have fun. And I don't know, it's just my philosophy. But
This riff is electric.
it's also, though, if you're setting your games up too easily,
Everyone's here.
if you set the games up too easily, like, you're not going to be prepared to compete in a tournament. That's just
Officially awesome.
that's just the facts. So this machine's not nudging very comfortably.
Definitely owe us for that one.
Yeah, or you'll go to a location and just be frustrated. You're right, John. Yeah.
LA, if rock and roll means as much to you as it means to me, you gotta help the Foos battle this overlord. Call in, fight these brain-sucking bots.
Consider yourself lucky, human scum.
Is it just me, or are those giant space lasers getting too close for comfort? Luck is a state of mind. Dude, that is awesome.
I was having so much luck with the upper playfield yesterday. I hope that continues.
Now you're mine.
Well, as I'm playing with some balls. I was gonna say, as I'm playing with.
Have you now, you fool?
Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you. Oh yeah, there we go.
Los Angeles, to be continued.
Well, that's the thing. So Irish luck, like, you know, I think it's good. A couple things. Like, who are you playing pinball for? Are you playing pinball and setting up your machine for yourself, your own progression? If you're a streamer, is it for the viewers, or is it for the family? Or is it for the tournament player that wears his gloves to bed? I don't know, like, who's the target audience or target market? Overdrive's not overdriving. What's up, space junk?
Magnetic abduction beam, anyone?
Cross shot never works, but I don't learn. Another thing to consider too is when you're thinking about machine settings, it's almost like in RC car racing competitively, you've got a big nitro buggy, and that nitro buggy is very hard to tune. It's extremely fast. You have to adjust the camber, choose the tires, the shock oil, adjust your carburetor, clean the filter, adjust the wing, adjust your suspension toe in. Those settings, those aren't for a novice. So I think realizing like what type of racer you are in pinball is good. Just like fight at your weight, you know, stay in your class, right?
Hello, mother effer.
There we go. Busted Chops, welcome in. I took podium in 3rd place in Nitro 8-scale Nitro Buggy on the weekend last weekend, which was like running a marathon from the couch. I hadn't ran that car in a year. It had last year's dirt on it, so it was fun.
Roswell. Hey, New Orleans, I got a bad feeling. The fools hit the stage and the quarter's full of bots thing. Put those bots in the crawfish spot.
So I have an account, or on my Facebook, I live streamed a little bit from the races the other day. It wasn't Nitro class, but it was 8-scale buggy. That's on my Facebook. If you scroll through, you can see I did a live stream. I meant to live stream it everywhere. It just failed. Maybe the internet wasn't great. But...
Your pathetic fan is no match for my multi-magnetic beam.
Come on now.
is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. Don't mess with my feet.
Huge. Engine upgraded.
Work. All right, that was finally a good usage of the UFO button. Like I had to get up into the upper playfield, but
Left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the game.
was able to use the UFO to spot that shot, and then all I had to do was hit the overlord.
Hey, my base.
Whatever lacking learning ability I have, it took me a long time to really figure that out. How to effectively use the spot shot stuff. This machine also, this is one of the first machines I put, crap. I put ninja balls in, ball bearings, chrome balls. I put them in very, very first when I got this one. And because there is a magnet, but it's not like a magnet that holds it. So I haven't seen any magnetizing yet. I also get like pretty low usage on my machines, but it's one that so far
One more game.
I've not
One
seen any
more game.
magnetizing. Does it the shiny balls? No, not really. Maybe they prevent scratching. But take a look at Ball Baron. If you ever buy Ball Baron balls, buy them right from Ball Baron's website. Guy makes the best mark. He makes the best markup. It's a veteran-owned company. I think they're good. He's a good dude. But plus they're like noticeably shinier, Osabet. So like in a game like Foo Fighters with all the lighting and stuff, I thought it looked really good early on. But nothing like some nice, shiny pinballs to play with before work. Okay. Also, Steve on TikTok, this is a premium version of this machine. It is a Foo Fighters premium that I've dressed up with. I've turned into an Grownup Adjacent limited edition by I added the speakers and the upgraded the speakers. These have speaker LED lights in it, but I never have them on because they reflect on the playfield glass. So I might put the expression speaker lighting kit in one time. It's not in yet on this machine. So quiet this morning. Okay, so warmed up. Flippers are warmed up. Fingers are warmed up. Eyes are warmed up. If possible, I'm going to heed the good advice that Tom made above about that I should be trapping up more. I could trap up more. It is permitted.
I punch with the force of 1,000 suns.
I pronounce this officially awesome.
Top target tonight, honor ward. Lightning value boosted.
Can I get a, oh yeah?
Gonna get a hiya. We will allow it. We are giving those away wholesale today. Come on, dirty hooker. I mean, on the bright side, I was hitting those little,
Destination.
whatever ray gun targets, which are usually valuable.
Chicago.
What makes me start in New Orleans? I'm not sure.
And the overlord is trying to get here. That's a recipe for trouble.
Would have been nice if that just sent it into the upper playfield, but it didn't.
I hope
Literally missing one of the easier shots. See, like the magnet just pulls.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Fuck it.
Do not mess with my people.
Stop this festival of noise!
We are Venom.
Stop this festival of noise!
Left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the game.
Taste my tractor beam! I am the overlord! Meet my omega tech!
Shoot the sonic radio.
Oh, how the tables have turned!
And a ball.
Howdy ho.
Take that, game roll, if that is indeed your name.
Same for you.
but you won't listen. Now, hear this.
Upper left loop is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
Anyone know who is performing at Coachella?
Man, that was a bad shot. I was aiming for the super spinner. I need some calibration. I'm not hitting my shots. Oh. I need to adjust my windage. My elevation. I'm not hitting the shots. Oh my goodness. Apparently, Jess, apparently.
Taking a break from playing the music you want to give you the scoop you need. Still looking for that Overlord intel to help the Foo Fighters out? Lines are open. Call me.
You knocked those fucking bots back. Shoot the orange shot. That was a close one.
Chris Combo.
Ah.
That green arrow is after you.
I thought something went wrong with the machine there for a second, but I must have activated the Combotron.
Build shots to red to activate Combotron jackpot.
Made myself dizzy there for a second. What annoys me, my switch over at the bot award, the extra ball one, I've hit it a few times and it's not triggered. It needs a slight adjustment. There, oh, okay, it hit it there. I watched the ball kind of skip off it and it wasn't triggering. Maybe it's just my excuses. Nothing of meaning in the upper playfield.
Upper left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
This is where I'd like to have some UFO action. Frenzy! Fuck. Annoying.
coming for you.
Shoot.
You got another one.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've played Star Wars Home Edition. I recently played the Jurassic Park Home Edition, and it was fun. It had some of the sounds, some fun shots. I've heard great things about the Star Wars Home Edition also.
Your Lord's complete combo. UFO button.
I'm trying to think of another theme. Oh, shiznit. I'm trying to think of another theme like Foo Fighters that is like pretty consistent in like the kind of like positivity vibe.
Pick a destination.
Like this is all like kind of fun. What other ones are like that? Not dungeons. Metallica's actually kind of fun, but it's also like, you know, skulls and rock and stuff. But
Consider yourself lucky.
Oh, I'm upgraded.
You knocked the shit out of those bots.
I do like the intermittent swearing. Yeah, like none of the other games are, man. Kind of like goofy and uplifting. Metallica would be a close one, but like not really. I don't know.
Hey, my base.
The bots are getting closer. Look, the state of mind.
Hit the bottom one.
UFO activated.
Roswell. to
Yeah,
be continued.
Deadpool probably. Yeah, I don't have Deadpool. I should get a Deadpool before they like. You think is it vaulted yet? Are they gonna vault Deadpool?
Take another shot.
Oh, it's vaulted. Womp womp. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, GTF for sure. Yeah, that one's almost like a. It like sets the gold standard for fun and happy, uplifting gameplay. But this one is like always kind of like uplifting. It can be challenging too. I'm pretty sure there was a Deadpool premium at Nitro. I gotta, as Dustin Echo says, I gotta peel off a few games, make some room physically and financially. This whole part-time career path is not paid off. Yeah, it might have been even at the same time, John, actually, now that I think of it.
Taylor combo. Bonus multiplier 2x.
so close yet so not close. There we go.
Go for orange.
Next shot, 2x. The overlord to save the city. Super spinner activated.
Looks like the food's got away this time.
This machine doesn't move when I spank it. Like it. Most of my other machines, like when I give it a little slappy slap, it moves. It's because of those rubber feet on the front. Oh shit. But at the recommendation of my friend Johnny Button, I have lubed the spinners. They are lubed. Spinner. Spinners for days. Shoot again is flashing.
Dude, that was awesome.
Use modulator target to re-energize Rockometer battery.
So I told you guys I was car shopping and I couldn't come to a fair deal with one of the stores. They don't call them dealers anymore. They're stores. I couldn't come to a fair deal, so I walked the other day. And we were close, but like they were just being a little bit too low on their trade evaluation. And I knew what I had, as all Craigslist douchebags have said in the past. I know what I've got. And I had done all my like homework, brought in a bunch of examples and stuff. I just, you know, they weren't wanting to initially make a fair deal. Anyways, long story short, I told my wife and daughter, I'm like, you know what? They're going to call back. Don't worry about it. If the deal's meant to be, they're going to call back and move a couple grand. And this happened on one of my, you know, my past car deal. And it was funny because it was like the exact same thing happened. Last time I was picking my daughter up from dance, and I get the call and they're like, you know, we found a buyer for your car, so we're able to move up, whatever, $2,000 or $3,000, whatever it was. Well, that's not nothing. It's a good amount. So I kind of played hard to get. And, I said, okay, well, you know, it's nice. Thank you. I mean, this ship has sailed, but I'll call you back. I went inside. I'm like, oh, they called me back. They called me back. I didn't show them that poker face. I told my wife. Anyway, so so I called him back. Like, yeah, I think we can do it. We got to move another 500. So they did. And So I traded, documentary, I traded in a Porsche Taycan. And I got a Mustang Dark Horse. So, got something with a little more testicles. Some sort of overcompensating going on, I'm sure. Focusing on the upper playfield and
Right ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
I don't even. Yeah, it's definitely got a smaller trunk. I had the thing is, I had a GT, a 2015, and I regretted selling it, and I knew one day I'd rather I'd get one again. And I wanted a car deal that was basically like trading keys. It was pretty close to trading keys. So like I didn't have a lot of extra to put out. So I just wanted to, you know, do my trade, get something. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate it. My daughter hated getting picked up in our last car. So it's called Blue Ember. It's like a pearl dark blue. So in the sun, it looks like something else amazing. But drain. Yeah. Just need to hit the overlord. There we go. Too many balls. Too many balls. Balls everywhere. There's balls on my chin. What was lit that was hard to hit, but there we go. Who bought multiballs? Well, yeah, document engineer. I'll message you. I'll message you later. It's upsetting how much the value went down. It's embarrassing. I can't say it publicly. Maybe it'll correct one day, but. What did I say about 45-minute games? Another combo tron.
Build chunks to red to activate Combotron jackpot.
I mean, when you think about it, it would be smart for them to put their demo units on Insider Connected, because people would actually go in to play it and they might like it and love it and want to buy it. Like, can you imagine if every Costco was on Pinball Map temporarily? That would be crazy.
Frenzy!
I like the upper playfield in this game. Once you're there, it's fun. I wish there was like a mod for Jaws that made it so you can get in the upper playfield easier. This Jaws' upper playfield is pretty good too. It's just such a pain in the butt to get up to, right? So Tom, I might have mentioned to you that I have some precision flippers to install on Godzilla. Part of my worst fear is though that if worst fear, I've got other fears, but I'm worried that I'll install the precision flippers and then what happens if I don't like them? I guess I just go to the work and uninstall them, but I need to dedicate, like, I don't think it would take long to install them, probably an hour, but shiznit.
Still in the game.
All right, let's do more.
The big apple.
Let's go to Austin.
Hey, barbecue festers. Keep Austin weird.
I was in
but
Austin
not
recently
that weird.
with Dustin Echoes.
Roast them.
Glad the Foo Fighters are in town.
I told my wife recently, I'm like, you know, you're lucky I don't mod my games. I don't mod my games too much. But man, I was looking at some mods recently and dang, it can get expensive fast. But my God, there's so many balls.
To reboot.
Super jackpot.
I'll say what you are, John.
Oof. Inner loop 0. Is that a mistake?
Do you dare try again?
I think I mean I will put them on there. I will put them on there. Last drip of coffee. I mean, I can tell the flippers are getting a little warm. It's not making some of the ramps.
Pick a destination.
Do Seattle stuff.
The Foos are back in town, and they're putting out a serious call to all Seattle listeners. Get out and join the rock resistance. Time to let that freak flag fly.
Join up, everyone. United we rock. Divided we don't rock.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Sweet.
Jackpot. Follow the Foos to fight the Overlord. Jackpot. Rock is the answer. Join us. Jackpot.
No chance today, though. Just a plea to join our Foo brothers and stop that whack alien in his tracks. Who's with me?
Danger.
Supersonic Radio.
Too many musicians.
Oof.
Time.
That was close.
All the rock in the world won't stop the Overlord.
Seattle, to be continued.
So close. Needed a UFO button to finish it or find that last shot. Ah. What's up, Slinger? Welcome to the chat, too.
You got a high score.
I score 3. I'll take it. Take it. Let the flippers cool a little bit, too. Thank you, thank you. As I learn more about what to actually hit in this game and preventing drains helps get the scores up. I have all the extra balls turned on though, so there's that too, but probably the best strategy I learned in this game was to, if all else fails, keep charging your UFO so you can spot those hard to get shots, especially when you're trying to finish off a city. Also trying to sweep the center drops like more often than you'd expect. So the one thing with Foo Fighters also, you got to have your machine. It's not like X-Men finicky where the machine has to be like at a certain level. It definitely has to be left to right level, or it will not make, like, the shots will not flow. So for example, when you auto launch, it'll always brick over there. So this is when I found that the playfield needs to be, I don't enjoy playing it when it's like over 7 degrees pitch, and it's not fun down at 6. So I actually have this one set right at about 6.6, 6.8, maybe 6.5 range. Depends on if the S doesn't flow, the game can be a lot less fun. And like maybe even score breaking, because a lot of your stuff you should be able to, this game is all about combos. Has to be, you know, the other thing too, there's a stand-up target in here, I'll show you, that if this stand-up target here, this is just one of them, sorry. If this stand-up target is hanging into the, like it's hanging a little bit over right now. Like from being hit, it's kind of leaning to the one side. That one, and then this one over here, you can see it's kind of leaning. It's not great from that angle, but you can see there it is leaning a little bit into the ball path. So that can kind of upset the flow a little bit. Not like the end of the world, but I do like my stand-up targets, the little small stand-up targets, to be straight up and down, because then you're like, for example, going from the left flipper into that far left lane, if it's going to tag that switch, that stand-up target, and rattle, well, it can really break the flow, and it can make that shot even hard to achieve, because what it'll do, the ball will come over, it'll hit the switch, and it'll rattle before it hits the rollover switch. So you won't complete your combo. So those are the type of like pretty important gameplay or game setup things with Foo Fighters. From what I understand, Uncanny X-Men has quite a few quirks like that. I don't call them like design flaws at all. They're just, you know, you got to set up the machine, and every machine is obviously different. You know, when the manufacturing production line workers are, you know, tightening down those screws, bolts, or posts, are they just a 1/16 of an inch or a couple millimeters one side to the other? It can really change everything about the finished game for the user. So I just look for some certain things. Like, I'll show you another thing that I look for. Not that you all care, but this is kind of a minor example of it. But down near this post, you can see the metal ball guide. It's hanging out there about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe an 1/8 of an inch. That's not bad, but some games that those ball guides at the ramps or at, you know, edges like this, if they're hanging out and your ball is hitting it at speed, it's gonna, you know, scratch the ball, which will in turn scratch the playfield, and also it'll upset the shots. So if you're sending a shot up there and it, you know, this is not an extreme case of this, but and it tags that piece of metal, you're gonna rattle, and it's not gonna make the ramp. So those are the type of things. I mentioned I got a Jurassic Park recently. It was a fresh build. It was like a week old when I got it. It smelled like it just came off the production line. Well, it must have been built on a Friday, because there was like literally a number of little adjustments like that I had to make, where some of them were like, I was like, what the hell happened? Was it drilled wrong? And so I had to make some real adjustments where I squeezed some of those ball guides, you know, definitely moved the switches over. But yeah, some games, like if those metal edges are hanging out, you'll notice, because they'll start to get dented, but they will damage the ball, and then the ball will just scratch everything. And plus you can get like literally metal shavings in there. So when I clean my machines, I use a blower too, which is, you don't see a lot of people using a blower, or they don't talk about it. They're just like wiping, cleaning, Novus 1, repeat. But I blow it out too, because I don't care where those metal shavings go, but I don't want them in the playfield, because especially like sometimes the chrome can flake, especially like in the first couple of days of owning a machine too. But just catching up in the chat, but Yeah, and Slinger too. Like, so I've just kind of chalked it up to be like an expected amount of adjustment when you get a machine. But I kind of feel that we're in a time where what we want is more of these home users to, buy machines that function well. And so I think about the dude that buys a machine and like never gets to experience a shot because it's not calibrated right. So I think that there's always an opportunity to have, quality checkpoints at the final sign off that have like little jigs. Like, okay, is this ball path good? Is this wide enough? Is this? I was vibrating quite a bit, just checking to make sure that I'm, still employed and stuff. But okay, let's do some more. I'm just looking at the clock. I can't have a 40-minute game. I really can't.
Prepare to rock.
Started a little bit early today, but
Nothing like the warm crackle of Marshalls in the morning.
Drop targets to initiate speaker upgrade.
You definitely owe us for that one.
doing some backhand stuff, advance, whatever those targets do. Oh, risky. When I see the balls, the shoot again button flashing, I get a little cheeky sometimes. Oof. Oh, yeah.
Luck is a state of mind. New York.
Hey, my
New Orleans.
afraid we got ourselves in a situation. Fools hit the stage and the quarter's full of bot stacks. Rise up, y'all. There it is.
Shoot the sonic radio. Giving away UFO buttons here.
All right, there we go. Oh, no.
UFO activated.
I don't think it was enough to... it wasn't enough. I don't know what I did to bring out all the purple arrows again, but...
Combo overboard.
What's up, Silver Ion? Welcome to the things. Reese, get this New Orleans taken care of.
Thank
you.
UFO activated.
Fuck yeah! Get that overlord now!
Okay, the UFOs have been useful. There we go.
If you know, you know.
Yes, okay, got through New Orleans. The back-to-back UFOs, I don't get that.
Left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
Select UFO bonus and recap this ball.
I have it now, you fools. Feel the grip of my magnetic power. Your pathetic stand is no match for my mighty magnetic field. Oh, you are quick, but now you must submit. Looks like the sun's over. Here goes your hero.
You tuned in just in time for a +3 spin alert.
Motherfucking jackpot!
You cannot stop me. The world will be reformatted, or my name isn't Zero-Lord. Free will? More like free
Spinner upgraded. Oh yeah.
No!
Fighting initiated. Fighting. Boom.
Who's that overlord think he is?
UFO bonus. Headshot 2x.
Don't worry, you silly fool heads. The Omega Beam will tell you what to think.
Upper left loop is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
Yeah, so what I think happened with the UFO button, the sonic radio gave me a red, and I was already charging or charged, so I got a ton of uses out of it. So I hadn't experienced that specifically before. So it was cool. I like it.
Go get that bot award.
Overlord? I wanted that shot up there to be spotted.
Hit the left ramp to start a frenzy.
Yes, Slinger, I'm wondering if I just got like, so the sonic radio spotted a red UFO. I used it and I think I like immediately just earned another one because it kept being a color. So I can't say for sure, but something like that was happening. Who's Roswell?
Roswell.
Taking a break from playing the music you want to give you the scoop you need. Still looking for that Overlord intel to help the Foo Fighters out? Lines are open. Call me.
Excuse me.
Use the orange shot.
Ah,
Green arrow is chasing your ass.
UFO activated.
let's get some shit done up here. I just love that upper playfield. How there's that like that band up there you can nudge with and a ring, whatever you call it.
Final shot is lit at the Overlord.
Roswell, to be continued.
It's a fun modes. Fun modes. Dante, yeah, I love this game. It as far as fun to play, I always have fun playing Foo Fighters. The music is great background, plus like I kind of grew up with the Foo Fighters, but the thing as far as a pinball machine, the graphics, light show, sound, video, call outs, it's all those things. So I like it. I think it's a great design, use of flow rather than, there's nothing fan about this game. There's some really, really interesting cross shots, some achievable, interesting shit to hit from your upper flipper, You know?
UFO activated.
That was awesome.
I am the Overlord.
Excuse me. Thing is, as I get incrementally better at pinball also, I start to love this game even more. Like, I don't find it to be a drain fest. I don't find it to be a brick fest. Lots of things to like.
Signal boosted. Can you hear me now?
Orange shot nothing worth more.
Signal boosted.
Multiplier 2x.
Just trying to get upstairs.
Bots are gaining on you. Hit that green shot to knock them back.
I'm just gonna take a short break, like just a couple minutes here. Be right back.
Flip the switch, the lights come alive. Steel ball rolling in a neon dive. Chasing dreams on the arcade floor. This ain't just a game, it's so much more. Grownup Adjacent, but we're all in. Tilt the world with a cheeky grin. Positive vibes, let's take the lead. Pinball life is all we need. Tour the spots where the legends play. Arcade halls where time melts away. Chimes and buzzers echo the sound of a tribe of joy we finally found. Grownup Adjacent, but we're all in. Tilt the world with a cheeky grin. Positive vibes, let's take the lead. Pinball life is all we Flip or snap as the stories flow. High scores rise and the good vibes grow. We're just here to have a blast, living moments that'll always last. Grownup Adjacent, but we're all in. Tilt the world with a cheeky grin. Positive vibes, let's take the lead. Pinball life is all we
I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
We are Venom.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Were the sound alerts active when I was gone?
Unbelievable.
It is.
We're cursed. Nice.
Good to use those channel points. I love you guys. You're all awesome. You're all awesome. Even you, Robot Adjacent, who apparently chooses not to give us comments in reply anymore. But it's okay. The people do. The people's non-AI bots do. I'm gonna play another game because I want to.
Let's rock.
Because work and life is busy lately, some days I will be starting earlier and maybe perhaps ending a little earlier. But we'll see. I've said that before, and also, as I shamelessly start this next game and shamelessly self shill, if you're not following on Facebook, you should be. Get all my announcements and stuff each day. Oof. My go live announcements on Facebook have actually become a little bit popular. They have a little bit of game strategy with them and unimportant facts. On the face place. Funhouse has left the chat. I gotta update that that announce thing. Funhouse was one game that it seemed like they were trying to execute a remake, and you know, the game felt like it was very well built. I just had no nostalgia for it, so it wasn't like I was trying to relive the Funhouse from the past, so I never fell in love with it.
Come on, people, join us.
I have you now, you fool.
I think Robot Adjacent's living in the past.
Seattle, to be continued.
Do some New Orleans stuff. Yeah, see, Busted Chops, like I tried to make it work, but I had some technical hurdles early on, and it made it so I couldn't play it for about a month of owning it or having it in the house. But and I did recently play a original Funhouse and enjoyed it.
That's gotta hurt.
It's a good. The original's good. But like I couldn't find anything to fault with the remake. It just didn't tick my boxes because it just wasn't in my nostalgia catalog.
Your pathetic stand is no match for my mighty
remember we had a live stream one day when it just kept repeating gangway. Well, I figured out why. There was a rollover switch that was like tangled on another rollover switch, so when one of them triggered, the other one triggered. Oh, back from the grave!
Next time I speak, you will listen.
So something about like the amount of multi-ball in Foo Fighters, like I'm legitimately tired right now. Like I'm tired from so many ball switches and
Free will is humanity's greatest flaw. Ouch! Not my undercarriage!
Upper left loop is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
we could probably go back in a VOD on YouTube and get it. Gang bang. I remember there's one where it was totally like having a some sort of glitch. Gang bang, gang bang.
Jumbotron. Red shots activate Jumbotron jackpot.
upper left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the ball.
Nice. Speakers upgraded. Only a few more hits for some.
Gangway.
What? Where did you get that ball?
Bang bang. Gonna just burn through my catalog of extra balls.
What frenzy!
Where to next?
I've got no cities. Jesus.
That's right.
Now let's get that.
Stop this festival of noise!
There we go.
Don't mess with New Orleans.
Left ramp is worth 2x for the remainder of the game.
Shiznit. To all the regular viewers, that's right. 100%. Well, ladies and gentlemen and all, I believe I'm going to head to work. Try to be somewhat productive so you find me useful and important. What's up, Tom? It was a fun one. Didn't GC it, that was the goal, but I think literally my fingers were still tired from yesterday. I remember once I played this game and then Metallica and then John Wick and like had arthritis, like new arthritis. Just like fucking jello arms, jello fingers. Well, that's good, Doc Imagineer. The dogs are all vaccinated. Trying to think of what else is exciting today in pinball. I noticed supposedly Barrels of Fun might have a SpongeBob license. That would be interesting. Maybe they're trying to get into that new pinball demographic. That's a big dice roll, though. I think it would be Irish luck if it's executed well. And the thing is, there's always the risk too that, you know, like Ninja Turtles, totally targeted at like a really, you know, somewhat younger audience maybe, or a nostalgia, and then the game is hard as hell. Like Winchester's a pretty hard game. I'm really looking forward to it. I enjoy playing it. I think the flow is so cool. Left, right, this, that, the mechs. Busted Chops, I was literally told to stop asking when I asked. Like, oh, we'll call you. We'll call you when Winchester's here. I'm like, okay, thanks. But, yeah, I hear the audio is okay too. It should be, but, you know, I was going to raid out, but today, all I'm going to suggest, you know, throw on one of my VODs if you want to watch some more of this stuff, or I will catch you on the next stream. Rinsler, what's up? Welcome in also. I'm just signing off. My fingers are sore. Been doing this for 2 hours. I'm going to go to work and, you know, try to save the world. But, I will catch you guys on the next stream and hope you have a good day. Yeah, I can't wait. I gotta get gone, but normally, yes, I would always raid over to our friend Andrew. But yeah, you guys have a good day too. I appreciate the time we spend together, and I will definitely catch you on the next stream. I'll play another song on the way out. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you again. Ciao, and have a good day, my friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share what all the cool kids are doing.